Hey everyone, so we're going to jump in to this look using Latte. This is one of the contour shades from Mary Kay, and I'm actually going to use it as my transition shade. So this is the first shade we're going to pop in the crease. I also actually use this to contour my nose, so you can use it in multiple different areas, but it works great as a transition shade on me. So I'm just going to start using that, taking it back and forth in the crease, using just a really fluffy brush just to kind of get that all over the place. And then next we're actually going to go in with a second contour shade from Mary Kay. Of course, after we add this to the bottom lash line, we're going to pick up Cocoa, and this is my face contour shade, but it works again great as an eyeshadow. So I'm going to start this in the crease. As you can see, I'm putting it right under where we put Latte, but I'm really trying to wing it out because I want this look to have such an angled cat eye effect. And so just slowly back and forth, a little bit of product going back and forth in motions just to make sure it's there, tilting my head back and forth just to make sure I placed it where I want it, and making sure that once I do that and I have little product left, I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to the rest of the crease. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this eye. Just gonna fast forward it because you just saw me do this. Alright, and then whatever we do on the top, we must repeat on the bottom. So this is just me adding Cocoa to the bottom lash line all over. And next, I'm actually going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to pick up Hot Fudge. And I'm actually going to tap off the excess of this. And then I'm going to put this right underneath where we had Cocoa. So this really just, again, keeping it in that far outer corner, blending it back and forth, picking up more product if I need it just to intensify it, but always start smaller because you can always add, but you can never take away. So just blending that in that same angular motion, again, tilting back and forth to make sure I'm placing it where I want it, and then adding the additional extra product in the rest of my crease once I have a little left on the brush. So next, picking up Onyx. This is a perfect matte black shade, and so I'm taking this on an even smaller brush and I'm starting this at the base of my lash line. I'm going to place the product there first, and then I will slowly start to blend it upward. Being that this is the darkest shade, you only want so much of this product. You don't need a lot. If you need extra, again, pick it up in small spurts, but really just blending this out. And really all of these eyeshadows we're keeping in the far corner because we want that lid space to be nice and clean and open. So again, just taking it, starting at the lower lash line, and then once you place it there, start to build it up. If you need to wipe off your brush, you can do that as you blend, just because, as you know, with smoky eye, it's really the art of just blending everything together. So once I add Onyx there, I'm just going to take my brush that I used Hot Fudge with, and then the brush I used the contour shades with, and just blend everything out so it looks nice and seamless. Take your time. And then of course adding it to the bottom lash line. Just know that with these two shades, Onyx and Hot Fudge, I only added it to the outer third of that lash line. So as you can see when you open your eyes, it looks really nice and winged and blown out, but only on the side. And then next, going in with the Chromafusion eyeshadow in Light Beam, I'm placing a little bit on the open lid space that we left clean and bare. And then I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out, not taking it all over the lid, but just taking it to that inner corner and to the middle of the lid. Then once you actually have that placed, I'll show you how I go in and blend it out with a brush to make sure it fits in and matches with the rest of the shades. And then of course, don't be afraid to use your fingers. Your fingers are your best tool, and it really makes everything a lot easier to blend. And then here, it's just me taking the brush that we used, I want to say I used Hot Fudge on this brush, and really just blending it together so that way the colors marry in the middle versus having a stark line of demarcation basically. So So next, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of Light Beam, and I'm actually going to place it on my brush this time because I want to sweep it on that open space on our lower lash line that we kept open from the shades. And so just adding a little bit there to kind of complete the look, just to again make sure that my upper lash line and lid matches the bottom lash line. Alright, so now picking up the newest mascara that launched from Mary Kay. I am not going to talk about it because I will mention all of the details in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that because I love this mascara. And then next, going in with Shy Blush. You guys know I absolutely love this blush. I use it almost every day. And then another product I use almost every day is Honey Glow as my highlighter. Love it, love it, love it. And then one thing that I don't show is I actually ended up picking up a little bit of Crystalline on this next shot just to add a little neutral glow to it, just because I felt like it was way too gold for this look. Gonna finish off with some finishing spray. Also gonna use my sponge to pat down and help dry my finishing spray in case I went a little overboard with my spray. And then last but not least for lips, gonna pick up medium nude lip liner. You guys have seen me do this before. Gonna overline my top lip by just a tad. And then we're gonna pick up, I believe the next is Bashful You lipstick. That's what I used for this look because it's so nude, but it still has a nice pink tint to it. So adding that all over, adding in my lip liner a little bit more if I felt like it disappeared in the application of the lipstick. And that is it, my friends. I hope you guys enjoy this look. I hope it was super simple to do, and I'll see you in my next one.